So I was curious about a different pain point that I know you specialize in, which is test data management within SAP environments, because there's so much that companies still want to do still within the confines of SAP. Maybe you could talk a little bit more about what the problems are as it relates to overcopying test data, as an example, which slows down production, drives up costs, and so forth. Obviously, Qlik has a solution for that as well.
So the Qlik solution for that is called the Qlik Gold Client. So in the world of SAP, obviously, if you have a proper environment in the real world, you should have a dev test, and production environment, like so CI/CD type of thing. And in the SAP world, if you want to make changes in testing, you need to then usually you copy the production system into, let's say, a development system. And the notion is called client copy. Traditionally, you have to copy one-for-one full data set. And if you have a big data set, it could be a couple of hours to a couple of days. So what the Gold Client solves is multiple things. Number one is I can now select, let's just say I want to perform some test on purchase orders. So I'll select 5 purchase orders, and Gold Client will say, okay, based on the following 5 purchase orders, there are relevant information of purchase requisition, invoices, suppliers. It will then export the relevant information related to those purchase orders, and you can now import that into your test environment or development environment. So instead of doing a client copy for an hour or for 3 days, if you've got a massive system, now you're doing it in a way less time. And the notion of export once, import multiple times. Let's just say I've written the code, an ABAP code to process the purchase order. I've done the code. I thought, oh, hang on a minute. There's a bug in my code. I got to redo it. I got to retest it. Because I can import multiple times, I'll just do the import again. And now I'm back to square one. I can do a test again. So I can do the test multiple times as opposed to waiting on the SAP basis administrator to copy again and again and again, hours and hours and hours saving. So now it's saving time and money. Even cloud computing is saving on cloud computing as well. The other one is, as part of the export, I can also anonymize the supplier's information. So if I'm a third-party contractor working on this piece of work for you, the client, I do not have access to the supplier list. Yes, I may have signed an NDA. Yes, I've signed my life away. But still, that information may or may not be on my laptop. If I lose my laptop, what's going to happen to that? So the best kept secret is you don't tell anyone, right? So the moment it's out, right? So we just have to be careful from that perspective. And other than that, you can also, what we're advising some of our clients is, if you're on ECC 6 and you want to move to S/4HANA, instead of doing a full-blown test using the inbuilt tool to do a test migration from ECC 6 to S/4HANA, what you can do is you do an export of a smaller subset and then perform your test to migrate to S/4HANA. So this way, again, you're saving time and money.